Alrighty, fanboys and fangirls, after a long hiatus of me not talking about the Apple Car, it seems we've got a report from DigiTimes that the Apple Car is expected to go into production in 2024, and it looks like it will be signaling the end of Tim Cook's era in Apple. We gotta talk about that. Also on today's episode, Samsung has announced the 200 megapixel sensor for their upcoming flagships. Also on today's episode, Apple's iPhone 13 update on the whole digital, satellite technology has been debunked. We're going to talk about that. And lastly, the Apple Watch Series 7 might be the first Apple Watch since the Apple Watch Series 4 to diverse away from the wristband support. All that on today's episode, so stay tuned. So story number one, the main story, the one that really we gotta talk about in great detail, the Apple Car. Now, as you know, the Apple Car has been just a big rumor, has been just a big concept, something that we have only been hearing about, and we didn't know if this was gonna be a reality. Well, it looks like it's going to be a reality because according to DigiTimes, presented by Yahoo, it seems that Apple is going to start production, actual prototype and real on-demand productions of the Apple Car in 2024. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying that is too soon. We're expecting 2025 to 2028, somewhere along those decades, and or maybe years, I apologize, but you're right, and let me explain what this means. Breaking down the rumor, it seems that the car is going to have a prototype model made in 2024, which will then of course lead into 2025, where then they will then start testing the car, they will then get everything ready, and then by 2025 to 2028, which, oh my god, I can't believe it. At that time I'm probably gonna have kids, I'm probably gonna have a house, I don't know, I don't want to think that old, because then I'm gonna be in my 30s. But anyway, once we get to that point in time, the car will then be a practical product, and then it will be fully announced. However, though, there is more to this story. According to DigiTimes, it says here that one of the biggest narratives surrounding the launch of the Apple Car is whether or not Tim Cook is still going to be around as CEO. According to the reports by Bloomberg, it says here that Cook will oversee the project before retiring. Now, we do know that Tim Cook has been CEO for quite some time, since the passing of Steve Jobs, and he's been around for quite a while and has done great numbers for Apple in terms of making the company a billion-dollar company. So it only makes sense for him to want to move on and take the step away from Apple and give it to somebody else. But it seems the reports are suggesting that Cook might be the one to announce the car, and that will be his last big project under his name as Apple's CEO. And they're predicting 2028 around that time, because by then it will be the 20th anniversary of the iPhone, and it will be the next big breakthrough product, just like how the iPhone was 10 years ago or whatever we're on now. But the point is this: Tim Cook's days are officially starting to get numbered, and I think that with the release of the Apple Car, that might be the case. Now again, this is just part of the rumor mill, but it seems we can expect a prototype of this car to go into production in 2024, and then from 2025 to 2028, that's when we're gonna really hear about it, and then we're gonna finally see it. And if Tim Cook does step down, as this will be his last product that he oversees, and if this is the final hoorah for Cook's goodbye tour, then that makes total sense. So no debates there. Alrighty, story number two, keeping up with the momentum, let's talk about the Apple Watch Series 7. Now, the Apple Watch Series 7, as you know, is getting a redesign. We're seeing a 41mm size and a 45mm design, but it seems that with those change in designs, we are also going to see the watch band support come to an end. According to Mac Rumors, the new Apple Watch Series 7 are going to be in different sizes, of course, but will come with brand new watch bands that are no longer compatible for the 40 and 44mm size. So the Series 7 is rumored to be the last supported watch that will support the backwards compatibility. Now, we've had compatibilities from Series 4, Series 5, Series 6, Series 7, and even Series 3. 5 models of Apple Watch supporting watch bands. Well, at least Series 4 anyway. Series 3 was kind of 1, 2, 3. But the point is, things are going to change. And that's expected. So it's not like it's the end of the world. Apple's still going to sell wristbands, which is not a shocker. So I don't know why anybody would think this is a big deal. but we got to go through the transition of brand new watch bands and also that kind of process, because Apple is getting rid of this roundish design in favor of the more squarish kind of design of the iPhone 13 and of course the iPad Pros. So of course we're going to see the changes in the fall, and I cannot wait to see what Apple does with the Apple Watch Series 7, because even though I just got this watch, I got no problem with the Series 6 being my last watch and then switching right again. I mean, hey, listen, I don't know. Alrighty, keeping up now with the iPhone 13 in the fall, we have an update to the whole satellite technology. According to several mobile analysts, it seems that the story reported with Apple following with that satellite call technology is not going to happen. According to Apple insiders, several analysts have come out and claimed that the new Qualcomm X65 modem do support B53 and N53, but that the X60 does not. However, the Qualcomm modems in the iPhone may be X60 and a half. In other words, it will be a hybrid design. So again, it does mean we are going to see a custom modem in the iPhone. It does not imply the whole situation with satellites. And being that N53 and B53 are those connectivities, that is still going to put Apple on the map in terms of cellular technology, but with regards to the whole satellite thing, that just isn't going to be the case. So I guess you could say that that is a pretty cool assumption that people made in the beginning, and I definitely jumped on the bandwagon, but at least we know that for the future reference, it does have support, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So I just wanted to give you a quick update on that. And last story, the final story, let's talk about that 200 megapixel sensor. Now, Samsung, as you know, is continuing to ramp up their camera quality, and they have just announced the 200 megapixel image sensor for smartphones. According to The Verge, again, the most non-biased tech channel out there, or website, basically they have come up with a new camera sensor, and it is considered to be the highest resolution ever made. It is equivalent to the 12.5 megapixel sensor with 5.62 pixels per square inch. It is also being called one of the biggest changes that will come to the smartphone, as it will make 8K video a standard. Now, we do know that Samsung has had a record with trying to continue to adopt and innovate in technology, and I can definitely tell you, 200 megapixel sensor, we are 100% going to see that on the Galaxy line. So if you think that Samsung isn't going to put this on one of their models, you are mistaken, my friends. This 200 megapixel sensor is going to be on the next Galaxy release. Not right away, but probably somewhere down the road. But this is a big step up for Samsung, because they really have to step up in camera quality, and they've done a great job over the years. I would argue that Samsung's camera quality has now come toe-to-toe with Google and Apple, and I feel like they can be supported long-term, because as the years go, their sensors do tend to die down faster than Apple's or Google's, because Google has better optimization. But Samsung's is now up in there in class, and I think this 200 megapixel sensor just brings them up into an even bigger stratosphere. So let me hear your thoughts down below. Do you think that this is going to be a big deal for Galaxy devices and future products to come? And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, you can hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Hopefully I'll see you guys on a live stream this weekend. If not, I'll see you all next week. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, and peace!